Let's do this. Hello, YouTube. Happy December. Man, it's been a struggle to get to this point today to do this live session. I've really wanted to do this for a while, and I've just moved house and set my new studio up and wanted to really get some live sessions underway. And I've spent all day trying to configure. I think we're there, but I might make this one a bit simpler than I planned it to be. I do have a bottle of, I shouldn't name it probably, but some original Irish cream, which is going to hopefully motivate me. And the idea really is during this session over, let's say, a couple of hours, we're just going to start something and see where it goes. But rather than just random, we are going to use some random elements, but rather than just pick things, we're going to use a random generator to help me decide what the vibe of the track is going to be, which I think is a really interesting way of working. I've got no idea what it's going to choose. So we are going to use, I'm hoping this is the right setting. Here we go. So we are going to use the rate and follow spinning wheel of random musical elements extravaganza. And big thank you to Aha Slides. I'm a big fan of Aha Slides, and I use this at work. And it's great for interactions. This is their free version. And so I've got numerous slides where I'm going to spin the wheel and we're going to see what's going to happen. So let's spin the first one, which is going to be the mood and the vibe of the music. And I really, honestly, I've no idea what it's going to choose. So I'm going to make a note. Oh, yes. Right, I'm going to use old school pen and paper. So dreamlike, perfect. Let's move on to the next one, which is any rhythms that we want. I can't spell glitchy by the looks of it. Let's see what we come up with. So some pumping side chain needs to feature. Okay. It must have a vocal, spoken word, some wobbles or some pads. Give me pads, give me pads. Oh, yes. So we've got dreamlike pads, some pumpingness, which will work well with the pads. So how are we going to do this? Now, I did have on here originally also hardware only. I'm going to show you the hardware setup in a minute, but I just don't totally trust it right now. So might go for a mix. If the freeform is chosen, we've got Bitwig only, okay. That's fine. And then we've got the genre. So I guess the most crucial one. Dreamlike techno will be very interesting if it comes up. Tech house. Okay. Cool. I think that's all of it. Yeah, so awesome. There you go. Thank you, random generator. You have helped me choose the music because sometimes that's not always the easiest thing in the world. So we do have, let's move to the next screen. Hopefully. Oh, no, that's not working. Why is that not working? Right, I'll tell you what we'll do. What I'm going to do is actually, before I open the Baileys, I just wanted to show you the hardware that I've got. So in the next session, I am really hoping that we can incorporate some of these goodies. We've got the Pioneer SP16, the TB303. Might try and work that in if possible, or work in a 303, not the TB303, the TB Zox box. We've got the M-Bass kick, which is an amazing kick drum synth. We have the Syncussion, which again is a really nice drum module. We may use this. This is the Hapax, which is an awesome sequencer. The Syntact, the Percons, which possibly a bit too rough for this. And not set up right now is the DFAM and the Mother 32. And then we've got the Korg. The Korg may come into play. In fact, let's switch that on. If I've got MIDI set up, I hope so. So I'm hoping that will that may come into play. Let's see. So for future reference, okay, but what we're going to work on primarily, I think, is in the Bitwig box. So let's get Bitwig loaded up. Let's move to here. Here we go. And it's still doing a bit of a weird thing. I'm a bit new to this, so just bear with me. I'm just going to change that source. Ah, come on. Right. And I need to change it to Bitwig. Okay, is that working? Yeah, awesome. Right. So I do have my hardware set up here, but I'm going to work primarily, I think, with soft synths today. So we've got Dreamlike, Pumping, Sidechain, Pads, Bitwig, and Tech House. So first of all, let's set our tempo. Good Tech House tempo. Let's go for something like 125. I do have my keyboard with me, which is a Complete Control S25. Again, has some very nice settings on here. And I don't want to push it too hard on the extreme soft synths either, because we may run into sort of glitchy issues. I'm hoping everyone can hear me okay that's on the stream. If you're on the stream and the chat's working, drop me a message. I'd love to know that this is working. I'd be very grateful. Cool, so let's get started. Not going to get off straight away with a kick. I think we'll go with, let's have a look. So maybe something bit wiggy. So let's type in, well, let's type in dream and see what Bitwig gives us, if anything. Maybe some presets. Dreamliner, dream state. That sounds quite nice. Let's see what that brings up. So we're using one of the Bitwig presets here. Maybe what we'll do is let's see if we can get something That's really nice. I'm going to go with that for the minute, and then I'm going to load up, what's it called, Scalar. So Scalar 2. Scalar 2 is a godsend for coming up with some awesome ideas. And can often choose in the performance mode the kind of thing that we want to hear, or we can also hear not necessarily songs, but we could choose scales, we could choose song type. So maybe we could go for some ambient. Let's choose some ambient. Maybe work with, sorry, let's see what we've got, some adagios maybe. Need a metronome, so which I can't hear for some strange reason. Why can't I hear the metronome? Right, I'm gonna have to do some quantizing. Sorry. That's stuff from earlier, which I probably don't need right now. So. So we've got our notes in, and we can give it a bit of, let's find it again. So let's just maybe we'll duplicate that and choose a different note. Let's just loop that for a minute. So let's get rid of that last note. So this is all the exploration stage at the moment. You know, this is just messing. Let's duplicate this. So the reason I want to duplicate this is because I want to utilize the scalar that we've already got, but I'm going to change the instrument. So let's change the instrument up. Let's change it again to dream. See what other dreamy sounds we've got. Apologies, hold on. Maybe let's go with that. Perhaps we can change the pattern of this one. That's quite cool. So really making use of scalar. Can't big up scalar enough. It's such a great tool for coming up with creative ideas. Maybe these notes are not quite right. So we're on D2. We'll go from C. So we want to major scale. So E would make sense. Maybe we can go with maybe we could bring these down. So again, we're using Bixwig's transposition to try and come up with some melodic patterns. Okay, cool. So we're getting some. Even bring this down. C2. So I think Okay. Maybe we could get some pads over the top. So let's maybe something a bit more floaty. So let's, again, I'm just going to look for Dream, see what bit it comes up with. Let's disable that for the minute. Dream pad. Oh, why not liking my plugins? That's not good. That's quite nice. Ah, good old Diva. Right. Again, this time though, I'm going to look for something a bit different. So I'm going to have maybe some structure. Let's have a listen back to it. Assuming that the attack on it is okay, so let's have a listen. And it might be the notes are too low because we duplicated it. So let's bring those notes up. Much higher octave. Yeah, they're a bit, possibly a bit too pad-like. Yeah, I'm not convinced by that in a minute. Let's try some rhythms. Okay. That's quite cool. So again, Scalar is producing this rhythmic content. So not really, not. I feel like we're in tech house territory right now. But let's see where it goes. change from, performance to bass. Very nice. Funk basses are always good. House basses, maybe. Maybe a bit too much. So I've got a really nice kick to pack, which is the light pack. So we'll work with this because they're sort of more softer, not melodic kicks, but they're not brutal, hard techno kicks. So let's program something in. Now, a cool way of doing this, let's say we just copy one of those notes and we could add in our arpeggiator, which we're going to put at the start. So we're going to go to fourths. That just allows us to have a constant kick without having to sort of program everything. Yeah, it should be using the host. It should be syncing. So. very loud hi-hat. So one of the great things on here is that you can set some limiting. Saving at this point. Let's see. So we get some pumping in there. So I think we need some pads at this stage. Let's see. So let's go. I think we need to get contact in. So let's add a new instrument. And we'll go with something now. Contacty. This might send my computer into overdrive, but we'll see. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Right. What have we got? What do we have? I am a big fan right now, unsurprisingly, of the rev and the signals, but I'm conscious they may be a bit brutal. So let's try something. Playbox can be a lot of fun. So let's see what we've got. We've got pads on here, synth lead synth pads. Goths at home. A bit lazy, but oops, wrong one. Let's copy those sounds down. Let's just change the note length slightly if we can. So I'm just going to combine this, consolidate it. Let's just check the notes, because if there might not be enough gap in the notes. So let's change the note length if we can. Is that changing the part length? Yeah, that should be changed. There we go. So just giving us a little bit of... Strange, it's not picking up these notes. Just want to check this is not me being stupid. Why is it misbehaving? Oh, it never does this normally. Let's try again. Yeah, it's like it just doesn't want to play these notes. Velocity 55, maybe it's a velocity setting. Nope. Maybe they just don't go that high. Maybe they don't go to that octave. Yeah, I think that's the problem. So let's bring them down. What was that one? E. And then we can bring those down to G sharp 3. Maybe let's go back to the original, though that is quite nice. We will go with old tapes. Maybe bring that one down an octave. So maybe I've got that on the wrong note. So bear with me. What was that on? G sharp 4. Maybe I put it on the wrong note. Being weird, it's being weird. So I always think if something's being weird, change it. So no. Right. check. Definitely better. I'm not saying it's the right sound, but at least it's triggering properly, which I think we'll definitely find. Melted Vibes are all very wobbly. Let's again, let's try and find something. Maybe this is where we call up the Korg. We'll come back to that. Let's see what other. So we've got a lot. Well, I mean, things like Pigments produce some beautiful noises. Let's maybe try Pigments instead. Synth pads. So sorry about this. A sharp, A4, and that is what? Geez, all right. I lowered it too much. A4, A4. I think that's going to be too high. So again, let's bring that down. So I would like to probably thicken this up a little bit and get some pump in there. So this is where I always refer to shaper box. So we're going to use some volume side chaining. So we'll do fourth beats. and particularly like adding some, where is it, drive, especially on the hits. I don't want to be too savage with it, especially on this noise, but that's a bit too much. Perhaps to elevate it a bit more, we could add some organic noise to it as well. See what noises we got. Maybe something weird. Oh, did not mean to do that. Ah, that's so frustrating. That's really annoying. Can I go back? Oh dear. Right, let's try that again. So, sidechain. Filter. Bit of drive. Use a hit. Maybe change the distortion. Not too savage, so it just gives it that nice bit of pump. And we did actually get some noise on there. Don't change that one down. Oh, a bit of rain. That's quite cool. And finally, maybe we could add some reverb. Giving us some really nice textures. I'm convinced by that noise. This maybe. I think Scalar 2's default sound is playing. Right. Let's get some bass in there. Yeah, let's look for a Bitwig preset. Just to show that not everything has to be done. shall we maybe give it a bit of structure? I think would probably be a good starting point now. So how do we start this off? Probably not with the bass in quite yet, so we can get rid of that. I really think now I want to get something nice and big and chunky in there. So I'm going to duplicate this again, and we're going to go for, get rid of shaper box in a minute, something a bit more epic. So let's go for the rev loops. Let's see what we've got in here. Let's disable that. That's pretty nice. These are big plugins, so it might take a little while to load. Not too bad, actually. That was really nice at the start. Sound is great. So, in my opinion, but I would probably just EQ this off and just cut out the low. There might be an option on here. Yeah, here we go. feels like it's deserving of some reverb as well. Maybe, what's the new plugin alliance? What's it called? I forgot what it's called. Reverb, so many reverbs. Aura. Really, I mean, it's just so nice. Okay, just tease that top bit. So let's maybe check what plugins there are. Oh, yeah, let's go with that. So I can sort his notes out. That is so nice. Might be struggling a bit because these are not light. I'm just going to bypass the aura. That's what I want. For the moment, and maybe I think that aura is it's taking too much. Taking all of the start of the note out, so I don't really want that. So let's go back and just change one of the presets. this is where I would start to sort of embellish it. Maybe get some crashes in there, some noise, some build-ups, some vocals. So dare I load up one of these. Let's just get rid of some plugins we're not using. So let's get rid of Shaperbox. Just anything we're not using, get rid of, because it will be munching the computer. So that all looks okay. So on here, oops, we'll go for, let's get rid of that for the minute, and that and that. And let's see what we've got in terms of vocals. So down to this amazing, I think I'd love to be using Cycles as well. We'll look at Cycles. Cycles is a phenomenal plugin. We've got Brass and Strings. Exhale, I'm pretty sure is the one for vocals. The only thing with this, I mean, I love Complete, but why give me a browser that's just so incredibly small? I mean, this is just completely pointless. Well, I just can see like one at a time. Until I open one up, and then it kind of makes it a bit bigger, but it's just very stupid. I mean, I know I can use the browser on the keyboard as well. See, these are big samples, take a long time to load. That's nice. Dark, maybe. I'm guessing these are all variations. This is a new plugin I've got, which I haven't really had a proper chance to play with yet. That bit panning. C, A, E, G. Otherwise it's pitching up, so let's stick that there. They did the pitch bend down was nice. And I wouldn't bring that in yet. That's definitely coming in later. So we'll just keep that there for now. Right. And this might be the time where I bring up my faithful loop cloud, because as much as I like writing drums, I'm not always the best at writing drums. So I tend to look for things like top lines, and maybe some melodic elements could go with this. So if we're in the key, we're obviously not in the key of C. So again, here's my theory not being brilliant. So I'm going to, on the master bus, put on, mixed, if I can type, mixed in key. Let's see what it comes up with. Sense, I think, because it's got the A flat in there, which is the G sharp. Yeah. So first of all, let's open Loop Cloud. Now I don't know if you can see this because I'm only sharing Bitwig. Let me check. In fact, I don't think you're seeing anything. Why aren't you seeing anything? Oh, come on. Please tell me it's not been doing this all this time. Let's share screen again. In fact, let's do the whole screen. Why has this happened? This was going so well. Frustrating. Sorry about this. If anybody is watching, I can't figure out why I've just lost my screen. Let's add it again. Screen share. Is that working? No. Well, I don't know if it is or not now. I will continue in the hope that you can at least hear the music. So we will go for some melodic. We'll go for tops.
The little vocal pump on it. It needs some shaping. So let's go with. Maybe some rhythms. That will change bit comes in really nicely. So I want to keep that hit, but I want to bring the low end stuff down. So let's just listen back to this. This transient split tool is amazing. So if we listen to the actually, funny enough, it considers that noise. So this is where we could add, say, an EQ to that tone. Noise. So I got this great Acon noise denoiser. Maybe I don't want all of that noise. Still keeping everything else. Sorry, I didn't mean to click that. It definitely takes a lot of that noisiness away. Does it take the low end away?
keep that for later. Really like that vocal though. So what I might do is duplicate this and just get that vocal on its own. Missed it. So it's just there. So let's cut the rest of that out. In fact, just get rid of that noise. Okay, and we still. So I would then hopefully what we could do is called consolidate, and that's going to convert it to its own version. Nope, it hasn't. So it should just create a new clip. But it hasn't done that, which is a bit annoying. I was hoping it would get rid of all of the stuff on either side. Never mind. No, it doesn't want to do it. So what I'm thinking that we could do on this version is take that off, but let's filter it down. So just want any LFO on it, so it's just silly. Let's actually just EQ it, I think. And just shave the top off. And what we could possibly maybe. Sorry if you can hear me eating ice. Maybe it needs some shaper boxing. It's definitely got something, hasn't it? This is where I'd be starting to work in some crashes, or some splashes. Don't need to find anything new for this particularly. So I can have a look at my library. That's quite cool for now. That would do. Probably do. I'm saving that. Sorry. Too much ice. So just to recap, what did we do? We used scalar a lot. We set our scale and we used different phrases. So this was a basic phrase. This was a bass phrase. Just all the same notes, and this is the great thing. So again, if you're not fantastic with melody and rhythms, this is a really good way to be creative. Same with this lead. Lots of fragmenty. Probably sounds quite nice with that. arpeggiator with kick 2. We used some drum computer. Might go back and revisit some of that, but on the whole, it's quite cool. Here we got some. What was that? Rev? Was it? Pigments. That one is not playing. There we go. Some aura reverb going through it. This one I just can't get to work quite right, but I think it will be nice once I sort it out. Very cool little funky drum pattern on top. Yeah, I think that will do. Plenty for me to work on. Not bad for an hour and 20 or so's work. So I'm going to sign off. Thank you so much to anyone who has tuned in. I'm really sorry if Restream has decided not to show Bitwig and the sequencer. It's just stopped and I have no idea if it's working or not. So we're going to try this again, not next week, but hopefully the week after, and do a Sunday evening session and spin the wheel and see what else is what comes up and figure out why this has stopped. So I hope you've enjoyed it.